And we're rolling.
All right, welcome everybody. We're in the pregame show portion of our show. If I think I just said show twice, that's the mark of a professional. If you want to catch this live, go ahead about 3 minutes, and that'll take you right into the beginning of the show. As it, if you're not catching it live, I mean, if you're catching it live, you're kind of just stuck with what you got. So, off to the races. How
And
are
we're a
you
little
doing, the
late
Miss?
tonight because we were watching a video of Joe Satriani play Always With Me, Always With You live, which is always a treat. So,
I was wondering if it was Satriani or Bonamassa.
no, it was Satriani.
Because I figured it was a Joe, some average Joe.
Yep.
Uh, Quite a talented dude. All right, I got that. I've got
And
that.
we have Tim and Catherine in the house.
All right. Now we hooking that soon. Oh, there we go. 3 watching. Now 4. And remember to like and subscribe because, Tim said something nice about one of my latest posts, so that made me happy.
Oh, very nice.
He
What
said
was
he
it?
thought it, he said he thought it was good. Oh, did we lose the missus?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. You disappeared from my screen.
Oh,
Maybe you're just not important when Mark shows up.
maybe that's it.
You've been relegated to the status of chattel. That was funny because when we moved back to this state, which is actually the state we live in, is the Mrs. Home state. And when we moved back here, she had to prove that she was married, even though they gave her the same driver's license number as when we left. Oh my god! I should.
Well, I had to prove that the name on my birth certificate and my married name that I was the same person. So I had to produce my marriage certificate, and when I gave it to them, I could see on the screen them pull up my old driver's license that I had before I had moved.
Mm-hmm. Literally, they had
Idiots.
proof right there.
Oh yes,
All
Mark
right.
likes turtles.
I like turtles.
Soup.
Oh my God, it's time to go.
It's movie sign. Okay.
Bants
Well,
and
let's go.
Bants. Bants and Bants.
All systems go.
Bants and Bants.
Defiance.
Bants and Bants.
This rebel has a cause.
Bombs and Bants.
We begin as wanderers, and we are wanderers still.
Welcome, everyone, to the 163rd live edition of Bombs and Bants and Wednesday Rants. As always, I'm your dedicated and humble host, John Wilder, coming to you from the penthouse control room of the majestic Wilder Industry skyscraper. With me, as always, is Mark
Hey, everyone.
and the missus.
That's my cue to unmute my mic.
Yeah, you have to use your
I
mouth
know.
thing
know.
to say the word parts. So, how
I'm
was
very
everyone's
loud
week?
tonight.
Well, you're loud most of the time, but
Well, thanks.
So how is your week, Mark?
It was good. It was good. Got to go out and do a little bit of shooting this weekend and then go for a hike up in the woods.
Excellent. You can't do that in Nova Scotia because there's a $25,000 fine for just going into the woods in Nova Scotia.
I know, like somebody's tennis shoes is going to strike a spark.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. This is what we have when you don't have the Second Amendment. Just saying. Oh, and Jim has joined us. Welcome, Jim. The missus.
I was looking for it.
Massive cannibalism.
Give
There
me
we
a
go.
second.
Great way to start off the day.
Mm-hmm.
And the great way to start off the show would be on this day in history.
Oh, that's also a me thing, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a blast!
From the past.
This day in history.
What the hell is going on?
I know. That just cracks me up. All right. On August 13th, 3114 BC, the Mayan calendar started. And I got to give everybody a warning: beware of December in 2021 when it runs out. Just beware
It's
about that.
2012, wasn't it? Not
2012,
2021.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It's in the spoiler alert. The world did in fact not end. Just
Oh, it
let
did
you-
end. We're all just living in a simulation.
That's
There
it.
we go. Well, speaking of simulation, in 1521, Hernan Cortez captured the Aztec emperor, making this a very merry new year for probably the Aztec if they were using the Mayan calendar. So it's a bad day to be an Aztec. Which is like most days, I think, because they did a lot of human sacrifice. They were pretty sacrificey. In 1695, the Sun King, Louis XIV, started to bombard Brussels. And my guess was probably because he hated the Sprouts.
That would drive me to bombard them as well.
Yes.
Were you
Brussels,
expecting reactions there? I mean,
I was hoping for something. Well, just a scant 93 years later, the revolutionaries in France imprisoned his, I guess, probably great grandson Louis and Marie Antoinette. Got another spoiler alert here. Didn't end so well. And speaking of beginnings, in 1942, on August 13th, again we got the Mayan calendar, got a lot of starts and ends. The Manhattan Project officially got the green light in order to later bring light to Japan. It wasn't just green light, though. So, that's what we have.
Cool. But nothing's happened on this day since 1945. Or
Not a
42.
thing.
Okay.
It was like baseball and stuff, but yeah, there's actually I could have gone for another 20 minutes on the this is a pretty August 13th is pretty significant day in history. However, I thought you had how many memes do you have for us, dear?
I have quite a few. Let me count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Oh my God.
11, 12.
Okay, why don't you give us the first half dozen right now?
Okay, sure. Let's start with that, and then we'll start off with the Babylon Bee. Trump vows to drastically reduce the number of criminals in Washington by sending Congress home. Bee always good for a good chuckle.
Yeah, the stock market is not safe.
Next, we have how to be a liberal. If you can't read, because it's very small in the last panel, he says, I can't believe Trump wants to clean up the city. Orange man bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now we have some Kamala funnies. Sorry, Pamelak.
Oh boy, where can I get a dozen of those?
I know, right?
That would be funny.
And, you know, it is fall, and it's getting to be corn maze season, right? And I think we need a special corn maze for Kamala. Take her hours to get out of that one. Hours!
Let me see, they even
Right.
put the short bus on there.
Yeah. A couple more liberal-centric ones. Here we have a list of liberal definitions.
Yep, I saw that one tonight.
Person who
Matt-
owns an article
Matt-
liberal. Yeah.
Matt Bracken, who has occasionally read my blog, but has, again, I won't say that he's a regular reader, but that he had posted that one. I saw that one.
All right, and the last one of this batch. Fine-looking gentlemen, we liberals may not know a man from a woman, but we're experts on economics and stuff.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, so there you go.
That's a good opening. And let's hear a word from our sponsor if you're ready.
Oh, absolutely, I am. Were you? Is that the whole intro you were given?
That's it.
You're done.
I figured you're a professional. You
All
got
right.
the
Well,
best.
you know, it is getting to be corn maze season, but there's another season that comes before that, and it's back to school time.
I'm bored. Do we have any snacks? 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 Do we have any snacks? I'm bored. Do we have any snacks? I'm bored. Do we have any snacks? I'm bored. Do we have any snacks?
I'm bored. Do we have any snacks? Snacks?
How many times over the summer has this happened to you, turning your summer dreams into a sticky, glitter-covered nightmare? Well, your nightmare's over. Introducing Back to School. That's right, the magical time of year when your house stops sounding like a zoo on fire. Forget yoga retreats and silent meditations. Back to School offers all the peace and quiet you've been dreaming of. And it's absolutely free. If you don't count school supplies, new shoes, activity fees, and emotional exhaustion. Watch as your tiny roommates transform into someone else's problem from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Enjoy luxurious solo grocery trips, uninterrupted thoughts, and coffee that's actually hot. So go ahead. Cry tears of joy at the bus stop. Do a cartwheel in the driveway. Dance like no one's watching. Because no one is. They're at school. Hooray! Back to School. It's not just a season. It's a miracle. Disclaimer, may cause mild guilt, sudden loneliness, and excessive online shopping.
Peace and quiet, hear that sound. It's the sweet silence of no one around. They're learning stuff, and I'm feeling cool. It's my vacation, because they're back to school.
There you go. I just
There we go.
Because it's very bouncy and happy.
It's bouncing happy, and that's
Yeah,
good
yeah.
because we're talking about Conversation Street now.
Oh,
Well,
are we?
I have to interject
Oh.
before we go into that.
Okay.
I actually saw my first school bus for this fall this morning, where it was stopping and taking on students. I couldn't believe it. It's like school starts earlier every frickin' year.
Oh, I know. I know. There were places around here that started Monday. And I saw somebody online, it was on Facebook, who said their school starts in July.
Thanks.
I know. It's mission creep. We're getting closer and closer to year-round school.
Well, and the worst part is it's not like the schools do any better than they did
Right.
50 years
Yeah.
or 60 years ago. They're doing worse. I don't know what good it does.
That's not their mission.
You think that's what they were
They're
doing?
doing. Evil chuckle. All right, we ready for Conversation Street?
Ready.
And now it's time for us to take a stroll down the smooth sidewalks of Conversation Street.
All right, Trump's going to Alaska to meet with Putin. Will there be bears?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of guys up there that can take off their shirts, so maybe.
They're
Big
so
hairy
hairy
guys.
that they can't tell if they took off their shirts.
Yeah.
Speaking of Joe Satriani, whose music I love, but geez, that guy has got some hairy forearms.
You're saying he's
Joe,
got
take your
insurance?
sweater off, man. It's summer. What do you mean sweater? I'm wearing a t-shirt. Oh, never mind.
Hey, though the Bears actually, that would be a good idea. They could have Putin and Zelensky wrestle bears, and whoever wins, they win the war.
Okay. So the next question is, will Trump manage to sell Putin steaks or a Bible or cologne or sneakers?
Maybe we could sell him some bear spray.
It's the best bear spray. Very tangy. Also use it as
keep the bears away from you. You'll be fine.
Also use it as steak sauce. I like my
well, the
steak
bears
well
use
done.
it as a steak sauce, so it doesn't actually work on bears.
Will they share an intimate moment?
And there they were, sitting across the
hope
table
not.
from each other. They looked into each other's eyes, and suddenly they realized.
And finally, Will they come together to recreate the land bridge to reunite the continents and repopulate the woolly mammoth?
Well, I think they're just gonna have to go with the woolly mammoth part.
They've invited Joe Satriani.
There you go. And Hakuna Matata, the circle of joke, has come back down around
That's
to the
right.
end. All right. Well, do you have a jackass for us?
I
two?
do. Oh, I didn't reset that.
This is
It
Neil
started
Young.
again. Oh, the thing I forgot to do. I thought I did that.
This is Neil Young.
Hey, get that jackass out of here!
And I'm proud to present my brain jackass of the week.
Alrighty. So our first nominee for Jackass this week is a former Bravo reality TV star who now has a podcast. Because who doesn't have a podcast? Wait a minute.
Podcasts are like Camaros. Oh, wait.
But being someone who's been on Bravo, on a reality show on Bravo, this is her, by the way. She's pretty sure that people want to hear her opinion. The name of her podcast is I've Had It. And I don't know what she's talking about that she's had. I'm just going to assume it's a lot of D, right? Anyway, here's her obnoxious comment.
I've had it with white people that triple trumped.
Yeah.
That have the nerve and the audacity to walk into a Mexican restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, an Indian restaurant, go to perhaps their gay hairdresser, white women that may use a gay makeup artist. I really genuinely believe that if you triple trumped, then you are all about preserving the lack of culture in white America that has led us to where people go and Bible thump with their AR-15s. Like, that's the only thing that I see when you get all white people together in the United States. There's no culture at all. So they have to go borrow culture from people. Even the word woke, they've borrowed from Black culture.
So much to unpack there.
Yeah, I could spend about a half an hour.
She seems nice.
Who is this creature? What's this creature?
Her name is Jennifer Welch.
Jennifer,
former
Welch.
Bravo reality TV star.
Arms.
And what
My
I
gosh.
know, right? And what she's called, well, she's probably taking the weight loss drugs. You know, there was that whole shortage of those weight loss drugs earlier, and the reason is that people like this get their doctors to write them prescriptions for that so they can weigh 10 pounds, right? So anyway, what she's calling for is a boycott from liberals of Chinese and Mexicans restaurants because they serve white people who are Trump supporters, apparently.
So this is a person who is famous for being on Bravo,
Well,
which has
I mean, if you can
approximately
call it that.
4 more listeners than us.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. I've looked her up. She doesn't even have a Wikipedia page, and
also, she seems to think that all people have a makeup artist.
A gay one at that.
Yes. Well, I mean, let's be honest. Come on. If you're a dude and a makeup artist.
Well, she ought to fire her makeup artist.
Let's put it this way: her picture could be used instead of birth controls. All right, come on. Next.
Jim makes a good point. How would a restaurant know if she's boycotting them?
I would like my slice of lettuce, please. Just
no,
one.
she takes her big meal in the evenings. It's not lunch.
Chardonnay, hey.
All right, our second candidate, Chucky Schumer. There's a guy whose house you don't want to go to, for a cookout. Okay, so here's the deal with Chuck Schumer. And this is actually that douchebag, John Oliver, who found this out. Okay? So Chuck Schumer has been using this hypothetical couple called the Baileys, this couple, as a political prop for a long time, years and years and years. The problem? They don't actually exist. He made them up.
Joe and Eileen Bailey, this middle-class couple, they bought into Reagan Republicanism in 1980. He's an insurance adjuster and lives in the New York suburbs. By New York standards, he makes $50,000 a year. If he lived in the middle of the country, he'd make 40. Wife works in a medical office. She makes about 20. She might make 15 elsewhere.
He has imaginary people that he's made up that he's given an entire backstory to.
Well, you know, it makes sense because leftists pretty much make up everything.
That's true.
They don't have facts to support them, so
Might
they've got to make up
people
stuff.
too. Well,
Or
they're going to have to start
meat
with.
or cooked news.
Yeah, there's some indication that they might have done that in the past. Anyway, so there's your options. Yeah.
Check. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, I think you need to play the
it's
voting.
voting time. I found the Meow Mix song. The Haitian national anthem. Well done. Well done. That was funny. All right.
Well,
you count them up. What do we have? Who's our winner?
Politicians always lie, says Catherine. I vote number 1. Tim agrees with Catherine. Jim goes for 1. Willie goes for 2.
Jim voted for 2. Jim voted for Schumer.
He moved it.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. So
Corella
Mark?
DeVille's our winner.
Mark, what say you?
Oh gosh, you know, this is a hard one, but I think I'm going to go with number 1 just because she looks like something out of the Wendigo horror movie. You know, you can just imagine those claws coming out from around a tree and clutching at you.
Well, you know, and I kind of wonder who set her mic up for too, because looking at her arms, there's no way she could lift that microphone.
Yeah, but again, with the extra skin, she could take off like a bat.
That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, she probably uses it to glide from place to place. Yeah,
all right.
Looks like she is our winner. She is. And just tromping Chucky too. She beat his ass. She beat his ass like he's a white guy walking through the streets of D.C.
This arguably.
And this has been Neil Young's Brain Jackass of the Week.
This arguably gives her more publicity than she gets on a daily basis anyway.
Probably.
Oh my. All right. Well, I saw a funny fact about her that remind me of that when we're all done.
Okay. All right.
All right. It's an after show thing. All right. Moving right along to 2 minutes of guns in 1 minute.
All right. You ready, Mark?
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
So this time I'm not actually going to talk about guns. I know that'll disappoint everyone. I actually want to just mention a little bit about pepper spray because, as an article I recently came across explained, there are some self-defense problems which require something other than bang. And that's true. I mean, one of the key points of self-defense, to have a valid claim of self-defense is you have to show that your use of force was reasonable, which a lot of times comes down to proportionality. So, somebody starts shoving you, maybe they even punch you. You can't pull out your gun and blow them away. And anyway, so there are times where you might want to have pepper spray. I did come across a video recently. It was interesting. It showed regular stream type versus gel type. And the advantage of the gel type is that it doesn't blow back in your face when you spray it. So there you go.
So sort of like a sparky spit at you, huh?
Yeah.
A spiky spit. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mark. All right. That brings us to Think real fast.
Think real fast.
Cory Booker, who claims to be an actual senator, said that most criminals in the United States are white, while 39% of them, based on Corey's stats, were black. Mark, do you think Mr. Booker has proved he can't spell the words per capita?
Well, yeah, I mean, really, that's sort of what comes down to it. I mean, you know, I don't know, maybe, especially if you throw in Hispanics together with the whites, yeah, there probably are more white criminals. But as far as the proportion of crime, it's very much weighted disproportionately towards a certain demographic, and particularly when you look at violent crime. Oh gosh.
The missus, do you think he's figured out what keeps chirping in his hallway?
Probably not.
All right, over 46,000 organizations in Bongland. That's England, and you call it Bong because it's got Big Ben, and Big Ben goes Bong. Anyway, in Bongland, were offered pictures of King Charles and turned them down. Mark, do you think that's because the Pakistani residents of London don't recognize him as their lawful king?
Oh, that's as good an explanation as any.
The missus, do you think that the real answer is because businesses spurn the offer because they're not allowed to use knives anymore and can't figure out how to open packages?
That's probably it. I mean, probably eating more salad too, and no steak over there, right? Because they have the crazy cow thing, right?
No, they eat steak. It's just
It's not good.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, women are confessing on Reddit that they're in love with their AI. Mark, how can they fall in love with something incapable of making a sandwich?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't even make any sense. I guess they like the AI because it listens to them.
So the theory that I have seen is that it is because they're relatively narcissistic, and it mirrors back their emotions and emotional state to them, and tells them what they want to hear.
Like we have mice in our podcast. Did you hear that?
Okay.
Was I the only one who heard that?
That was me.
Oh, okay. Because it was like
I didn't realize it was that close. Anyway, the missus.
What, do we have mice? What's going on here? Okay.
How many refunds?
What the hell is going on?
How many refunds?
No refunds.
So what are your
Everyone
thoughts on
knows
this one woman is already officially, well, as far as she has married in theory her AI. Mark, what do you think will happen when there's an upgrade?
An upgrade? Like what type of upgrade? Or can we even talk about that on the on here without getting censored?
Well, actually, when ChatGPT went to ChatGPT 5 over the weekend, lots and lots of people complained, including people who claimed that they'd lost their best friend because some of the earlier models were their best friend. So, yes, that's the world we live in, and I'm just thinking Ted Kaczynski is going, "Hi, guys. Remember me?"
Right, yeah. Well, I guess my question is for this woman, when this happened and you're now engaged to the AI, what changed in that relationship? I mean, the AI is still talking to other people online, and one would assume that she's not the only person that the AI is, let's just say, servicing. So,
Well, probably it is the case for, that chat screen. So.
Well, yeah, I know, but okay, so what I use AI for is to practice my foreign language that I'm studying, because it will talk to me in that foreign language, and I can also tell it to correct me when I make mistakes. Okay, so I'm talking to the AI in a foreign language, and the AI asked me what I did, and so I gave it some vague answers, and then, I said I was going to have dinner, and it asked me what I was going to have for dinner. So I told it, and I said, what about you? What are you going to have for dinner? What did you do today? And it said, well, I helped thousands of other people, blah, 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 blah. So the AI was very upfront with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Surely this woman knows she's not the only person that the AI is talking to on a daily basis. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, here's a scary thought. What happens when the AI goes Charles Manson and starts telling all these women, go out and kill somebody or whatever?
Well, that one AI did that to that kind of crazy guy. I don't remember the details of the story, but the guy had some very crazy, wacky ideas about the world because he was schizophrenic.
He thought he was like a gas station attendant, and he developed new physics.
Right, exactly. And then he did something not good, right? What did he do? I don't remember the details. It's been a couple.
It wasn't that interesting.
Yeah, but I think he might have tried to harm himself because people laughed at him. But, actual physicists laughed at him and said, "No, this is just BS, man. Come on." This is not
what he did was esoteric, and anyway, let's move along because think real fast. Maybe we'll AI again soon for Conversation Street. Texas is redistricting.
Oh wow! Tim says that he went to school with the guy who became the FBI agent who tracked down the Unabomber.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Oh man, I just think all I just wanted to do was live at his little cabin. All right, Texas is
and pursue his hobby, his arts and crafts hobbies.
Yes. Texas is redistricting to remove the blue from the bayou. Soon, 5 less Democrats will hit Congress if their projections are right. Mark, is this a threat to our democracy?
Who?
Is it a threat to our democracy?
Oh, their democracy. Yeah, it may be a threat to their democracy. I think it'll actually strengthen our democracy.
There you go. What if this backfires in Massachusetts redistricts from 0 Republicans to negative Republicans?
Oh no. Is that how it works? Can you have negative representatives?
I think that Jasmine Crockett is an example of a negative representative, but I'll just stop right there.
That's true.
Let's see. Speaking of Jasmine Crockett, no one's going to miss her if that redistricting goes through. All right. So the British police dressed up some lower mid-tier bongettes, which would be English women, to go jogging in tight clothes to entrap people into catcalling them so they could arrest them. So as not to involve the religion of peace or India, they did this in Syria, a 90% white area. Mark, is this just another technique to convince British men not to procreate?
Yeah, I think the whole thing is meant to make sure that the native British men don't procreate.
And I don't know if you've seen the picture, but these were seriously mid-tier women. I'm going, and they were wearing clothes maybe too tight for what they had to cover. Anyway.
Well, yeah, I saw the pictures too. I mean, I wouldn't catcall women anyway. I never have, but I can't imagine anyone doing that to them, other than the immigrants.
Could you cover up, lass? All right.
Here's a paper bag.
The missus, shouldn't they have spent this time policing memes so they could concentrate on the important crimes?
They really should have, yes, and finding people who are that they can put in jail for that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Karen Bass, L.A. Mayor Karen Bass, says with sass that La Migra is. Oops, don't want to make any rhyme with La Migra. Anyway, she says that they've created an alert network to get illegals away from arrest. Mark, is that the best way to keep California a tent city?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it sounds insurrection-y. She's trying to undermine federal action.
Mm-hmm. Sounds insurrection-y. But the important question is, for the missus. Mrs., why doesn't Karen Bass look like a fish?
She does, doesn't she?
Present her with some math. It will cause her mouth to drop open, and there you go.
Just like the former mayor from Chicago. Anyway, Harvard just came out with a study that says beef is worse for you than Coca-Cola. Mark, why is it that the farther a diet is from steak and eggs, the more it's likely to be bogus?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, I don't know what are they arguing that we should eat more deer or something?
No, we should
No, that's
probably
not what they're arguing for.
Massive
Coca-Cola.
cannibalism.
No, it's bugs. Eat the bugs. Live in the pod.
Eat the bugs, drink the Coke. Yeah, there we go.
Jim and I stand by our statement.
Massive cannibalism.
There we go. The missus, should I hate vegans because their food they're eating food that's what my food eats?
That's right. They're eating my food's food.
Yeah. They're just so thoughtless, those vegans.
We should hate them because they kill plants.
That's right.
I mean, plants emote. There's scientific evidence of that.
Well, speaking of emoting plants, and this is the last of our Think Real Fast items, a troubled Kansas City grocery store in a food desert has closed, despite getting $18 million in city investment. The announcement was that all of this happened due to unforeseen circumstances. Mark, how does unforeseen circumstances include trying to sell things like fruits and vegetables and rice to people who only want Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, that and what they call shrinkage in the retail market.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody could have predicted it. That's why it was a food desert in the first place.
Yep. Well, actually, the missus, does it surprise you that food justice activists, and there is apparently a thing, as a food justice activist, they refer to food deserts as food apartheid?
No, not surprised at all.
They really do.
I know.
Why? Because the food only wants to be eaten by white people?
Apparently, that's the case. Magically, the stores don't.
It just runs away.
Yeah.
I just see it, all the fruit just rolling down the street to get away.
All right. That was Think Real Fast.
Think real fast.
All right. We have two things left. I heard it on the X and the Mrs. Memes. Which you want to go with first? The Mrs.? You want to go with memes, or do you want to go heard it on the X?
Oh, let's do heard it on the X first.
All right. All right. DC Attorney General. Okay, so I was reading this. DC Attorney, and then I was going to read it like his name was General. DC Attorney General was talking about Trump's
like that TV
takeover.
show that we were watching the other night, and the guy's name was spelled Kellerman, but he pronounced it Kellerman.
Kellerman.
Yeah.
I am Kellerman.
Yes. I'm just assuming that his favorite superhero is Batman.
Batman. Patrick Batman. The DC Attorney General was talking about Trump's takeover and said, and I quote, that they can't arrest their way out of crime. Literally, the Attorney General said, arresting people is not the way you solve crime.
Well, you know, that's what that communist prosecutor in, was it LA or San Francisco? Gascon. That was his name. Gascon. I can't remember which city it was in. He said that. We cannot arrest our way
when they're in charge of prosecuting or not prosecuting their case, yeah, they're right. If if the police arrest somebody and some liberal prosecutor or attorney general or whatever kicks them loose, then yeah, but that's because they're the problem. They're creating the problem.
Yeah, but you know how the Democrats lower the crime rate is that they just redefine the words crime and lower.
Yeah, and Republicans lower the crime rate by arresting the Democrats.
Right, right.
Well,
Again,
Stephen Miller.
Our first meme.
Stephen Miller from the Trump from the Trump organization or the administration said, "It's literally the only way to end crime." That was his tweet back to that.
It's literally the only way to end crime.
Yeah. All right. Representative Hakeem Jeffries, who is the House Minority Leader from New York, says he misses the Republican Party of John Bonnier and Paul Ryan. I bet he does, but who killed that Republican Party anyway? Who killed that Republican?
And, you know, they were wussies, and they would just lay down for whatever the Democrats wanted to do. That's why they missed them.
Mark,
what a loser!
Sorry, that was not directed at Mark. I hit that just as you said his name. That was directed at Hakeem Jeffries.
Oh,
I can see I'm not wanted here anymore.
Sorry, Mark.
All right. Well, that is all of I heard it on the X. All right, meme maker, make us a meme.
All right. I liked this one. Neiman Marxist. Can't wait to shop with your money. And this is our last overtly political one right here. The social media troll accusing you of having Trump cult syndrome. You'll just do whatever people tell you. Unlike me, I'm edgy. And
is this person trying to dress up like a bulldog?
I believe that to be AI. I hope it's AI. But
who can say?
Yeah.
Who can say? Yeah, all right. So on to just some fun ones. Here's a nerdy one. It's a chemistry.
That's funny. But it's an organic chemistry.
I know,
even.
Yeah. Makes it even more difficult.
Oh, it's a polymer crepe needle. Polymer. I can't make it work.
All right, we'll move on. This because we're looking forward to Friday. Just once, I'd like to clock out from work by sliding down a dinosaur.
You don't?
No.
That's what I do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, that bird caws, and I, just boom, I'm done.
Yeah, right.
Yabba dabba do.
And next, you can't hear a picture. This is the picture. And not only can I hear that picture, I can smell that picture.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, it's not a meme, but, I think we can all every now and then just use a little. Aww. So here's a baby raccoon.
It's a rakin.
It's a rakin. It's baby Doug, because every raccoon's name is Doug. I don't know if I shared this, but
someday it'll grow up to be some psychopathic killer knocking over your trash cans.
It's just a trash panda. Although T-Bone sent me a picture because he was so he took a cat and he had the cat, but then he didn't feed the cat and the cat just disappeared. So I was like, well, did you put cat food on your back porch? That will lure the cat back. And so he started doing that, and what he got instead on his security camera on his back porch was a trash panda standing on his porch. He said, look, I have a new cat. Doug! So, it's baby Doug.
Funny. It's cute.
And I did have a video that was taken, I must have been like on a California freeway or something, but it was somebody who was behind a pickup truck, and in the back of the bed of the pickup truck was a raccoon just joyriding in the back of this pickup truck, zooming down the highway. But I couldn't get it from one device to the other because I didn't have the right cord. And so, yeah, if I remember it next week, I'll tack it in there because it was very cute.
I do have breaking news.
Oh my God, you have breaking news? I don't know if I have that.
No.
That's the thing I don't have. I'll have to add
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I guess we'll never know what it was.
Yeah, we'll never know what it was.
Well, I'll tell you, this will be our last story for the night. The NFL's first transgender cheerleader, Justine Simone of Carolina Panthers Top Cats, has returned for their third season. And Adam Carolla notes that gives new meaning to the Tuck rule.
For Adam.
He and Jimmy probably don't talk a lot.
I doubt it.
Well, on that note,
you're moving too fast here. I can't keep up.
I'm moving too fast. It's the big leagues. Hey, thanks everyone for coming on this wonderful night. As usual, it goes too fast. Everyone have a great week, and we'll see you next week. I'm Wilder, out of here.
This is Mark. Everyone enjoy their turtles.
We have top men working on it right now.
To infinity and beyond!
That's right. We are out of here. Y'all come back now, you hear?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my friggin' life.